Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about how I got over my very long and deep relationship. Um, I had a very strong connection with my child's father. And unfortunately, as you've seen in my other videos, he cheated on me while we were together, which I am so grateful for that he did because we were not meant to be. I always say that we were brought together solely to bring Sinai into the world, which is our daughter. But you're here to get some tips, some clarity, some advice on how you can overcome your past relationship. And I just want you to know that once you do overcome your heartbreak, once you do get over this relationship, you will be so much better and so much stronger. And that's why if the relationship doesn't give you any peace and you're at a point where you have to get over it, which I'm hoping that's why you clicked on this video, is that you have to get over this relationship, then just know that the outcome of moving on is an amazing experience and place to be. And you're just going to, it's getting over a relationship or something that someone that you were really connected to that you're not really supposed to be with, that doesn't really help you in the long run. It's just a great learning tool, a learning experience. It's going to help mold you into the woman that you want to be. So in the future, when you go through things, you'll know that, oh, I got through that, so I can get through this. And that's what really helped me along the way. I had went through a horrific experience with heartbreak when I lost my son. He was 11 months old. Well, he was about to be 11 months old. He was 2 months old, going on to 11 months old, almost 1 year old. So when I lost him, that was like the most horrific experience I could ever experience. And even though I still feel pain, and I still have my days where I don't quite understand, I still know that because I was able to get through that, I'm able to get through anything. And so that's also what helped me get through the breakup with my daughter's dad. Losing my son taught me how to be strong. It taught me how that life moves on, that life goes on, and that no matter what happens to you, you have a choice. And so one of the number one ways of how I overcame the relationship and how I overcame the breakup of me and my daughter's dad was I started to change my perspective on what family meant. I started to change my perspective on what a happy relationship, the man that I wanted for me, what that meant. Because for almost 3 years, I told myself that this was the man for me. I told myself that this was the person that I was going to be with. And then when I had my daughter, or when I got pregnant with my daughter, I was like, okay, yeah, now it's set in stone. I have to be with this person. And that's not the truth in any way or form. So I started to change my perspective, and that honestly gave me some peace to know that, okay, that idea of what your husband can be or what your man can be, it does not have to be him. There are so many guys, and it might not seem like it, but there are so many guys, great men in this world that can take that spot, And obviously that has to be the case because he messed up. So changing my perspective on what my man or what family means helped me overcome the relationship, the fact that it was over. And then the second thing that helped me overcome my heartbreak was that I was just so determined to move on. I was so determined to get my life together, to be everything that my daughter needed. I was so determined to just move on. I knew that God had greater things in store for me. And I also had to be more realistic and not so dramatic as if the world was ending. I knew that, okay, it's going to be okay. People break up every day. People break up with their children's father. You know, you can move on, you can do this. And so I had to come back to reality, because sometimes when you're in love, you're just not realistic. You're just kind of in this la la land, la la world. And so when something happens that makes things real, it's kind of like a real brutal awakening. And so that's something that I also learned from my experiences, that, you know, the next time that I fall in love, I don't want to be so dumb, so stupid in love, where when something real happens, I don't know how to handle it. And that's exactly what happened with that situation. So being realistic and not being so dramatic, not feeling like the world is over, because when you make someone the center of your attention and the center of your world, and then things don't go right, then of course you're going to feel like the world is ending. So definitely, if that's you, if you are a love hard person and you just fall hard, love hard, give it all you got, I'm not saying that, you know, you should not give the person that you're in love with all your everything, but keep some for yourself, because you never know what could happen. And if it does end, you want to be able to have something to depend on, and that something and someone is going to be you. So you have to know how to be strong, and that's another reason or way that I was able to move on. Now, I had to give myself time. As I said in my other videos, you go through phases, you go through moments where you don't know if you're making the right decision. But as I've also said before, once a person shows you who they are, you have to know that you're making the right decision. And for me, I know that I made the right decision, and I'm so grateful that I made the right decision, because now I can really grow and flourish and be the person that God created me to be, with who He wants me to be with. So definitely determination, changing your perspective, and then also being realistic, not being dramatic. You know, I know it's hard. I know the pain the pain is deep. It's not just a feeling. I know that when it's a deep connection and it goes, and it, you know, you break up, that it's hard to overcome, but know that you can overcome it. You just have to be determined. You have to learn how to change your perspective, and you have to be more realistic, because reality is breakups happen. You're going to go through another breakup, most likely. Even if it's not relationally, you're going to break up with a job, you're going to break up with a habit, you're going to break up with something. So being realistic it really helped me come back down. Mom, can you leave? What are you doing?
I was getting
Bye-bye. Yeah, so another thing that helped me, another tool that helped me move on from my heartbreak, or whatever you want to call it. And really, I didn't move on. I actually healed from it, because now when I see my daughter's dad, it's like I never loved him. It's like I never loved him. And I don't have any beef towards him. I don't have any problems with him. I just want him to watch his daughter, feed his daughter, be good to his daughter. I don't care how he feels about me, what he thinks. And 2 years ago, I was not at this place. So my hope is for you to get to this place of just bliss, of just like that situation is just so like, okay, bye. Like it doesn't even matter. So that's another like I honestly don't even like or care to talk about what happened in the past because I'm just so over it, and I didn't know how I was gonna get over it, but this is why I wanted to make this video, because I've been in that place where it was like, I'm never gonna get over this. I'm never gonna get over this. And you have to stop telling yourself that. You have to stop telling yourself that. Whatever you're thinking, that's what you're going to believe. Your thoughts are going to form your beliefs. So it's time to start changing the way that you think. Start thinking and thinking until it's a belief that you can get over him, because you can, but you have to start changing the way that you think. Yes, so then, I hate to say this, but I used other guys to help me move on. Now, I know that sounds horrible, but it's the truth. Like, I did not sit in the house and cry my eyes out in the closet. No, honey. I was going out on dates. I was eating. I was going to the movies. I was going out. I was having fun. I was getting my mind off of it, and it helps. It helps to a degree. You cannot use that as your only way, because what's going to happen is you're going to get into another situation that you're not ready for, and that's a whole nother video. I've been there, done that. So you only want to use the dating and other people to a small degree, because that can create a lot of other problems if you have not healed yet. So yeah, I definitely want to create more videos on relationships, motherhood, pregnancy, just the whole nine. I love talking. I have been through a lot, and I know that everybody can learn something from everybody. So I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that this helps. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Siara's World, and I look forward to video chatting with you guys again.